Hello everybody, and welcome to your first installment of notes for Chapter 6. So Chapter 6 is all about quadrilaterals, and first we're going to start by defining what a quadrilateral is. It's a figure with four sides and it's got four angles, so that was easy peasy. Alright, now we're going to do the types of quadrilaterals, and you do need to make sure that these are all in your notes. We have the parallelogram, which has both pairs of opposite sides parallel. We have the trapezoid, which is exactly one pair of opposite sides being parallel. We have the rhombus, which is a parallelogram, but all four sides are congruent. And then we have the kite, which we don't really even have words for. We just draw this picture. It looks like a kite that you would fly in the sky. These two top segments are congruent to each other, and the two bottom segments are congruent to each other. Another quadrilateral that we have is the rectangle, which is a parallelogram that has four right angles. We have the isosceles trapezoid, which is a trapezoid, but the non-parallel sides are also congruent to each other, kind of a specialized trapezoid. We have the square, which is a rectangle, so we have to have right angles here, but all four sides are congruent. And finally we have the plain old quadrilateral, which is just anything that has four sides. You're not required to have anything parallel, you're not required to have anything congruent, you just have to have four. So that's the first thing that you have to have in your notes. Okay, then we have, there we go, we have more of Chapter 6. This is, if you have parallelogram ABCD, then these are the three things that you know. You know that your opposite sides are going to be congruent. You know that the triangles formed with the diagonal are going to be congruent. And you know that your opposite angles are going to be congruent. Okay? We also learned that if any of these are true, you know we have a parallelogram. So if you have both sets of opposite sides congruent, you know you have a parallelogram. If you have both sets of opposite angles are congruent, then you know you have a parallelogram. And if you have a four-sided figure where one set of opposite sides are both congruent and parallel, then you know that you have a parallelogram. Now, I think that's all the notes you need for now. These are all the wonderful theorems that you guys made, which we are not going to talk about now. Yep, that's it. That's all you need for right now. So make sure that all of those shapes are in your notes.